Now that you created your draft, it is time for reviewers to provide feedback. This is common practice in e-learning development, and there's a likelihood that there will be more than one reviewer. Companies will differ slightly with the review process, but overall, they are fairly similar. Some companies may have very detailed versions of how feedback is given. For example, this feedback sheet is an Excel document with numerous columns for developers, SMEs, voiceovers, and other stakeholders. In my experience, the simpler feedback format, the better. For example, let's take a look at this one. This is a pretty straightforward document. To the e-learning developer, the easiest way to incorporate edits is when the reviewer takes a screenshot of the slide that requires the edit and types in what the changes need to be made. If you look here, the edits are very clear. Some may go the extra mile and place markers to point to the edit on the slide. Sometimes the reviewer will provide some positive feedbacks on what they like, which is helpful. You might notice the background image has a watermark. Because the client will likely purchase the assets eventually, they will ask you to place the watermark image before approving. Just a side note, this might also be the case when producing something for stakeholders in your company. Coming back, if you are the reviewer, here's a simple process on providing feedback. As you view the module and come across an edit, you will pause the slide if there is a timeline and click the print screen button on your keyboard. If no timeline is present and you can't pause the slide, you'll just have to time it correctly. Then you would paste it in a Word document. Some of you will have screen capturing softwares. If you do, please go ahead and use that. I personally use Snagit, which is a very handy tool. Under the screenshots, you would type out the description of the edit. The edit could be anything from grammar, syncing issues, navigation issues, animation issues, mismatch in script with the narration, or anything else that can be enhanced to make the module better. At the bottom, you can also provide general comments or suggestions to enhance the module. Again, for this week, we'll provide detailed edits for our classmates' modules.